Hi, and welcome back. I'm Wise Witch Withers. Happy full buck moon, you guys. This is one of the most powerful full moons of the year. It is a Capricorn full moon. It is named the buck moon for the time when deer begin regrowing their antlers. So it symbolizes strength renewal, emerging power, and self-mastery. Spiritually, the buck moon represents regeneration, maturity, and stepping into personal authority. Now, Capricorn has some sacred lessons for us during this full moon too. It's ruled by Saturn. Capricorn teaches us about discipline and long-term commitment, responsibility to self, purpose, and legacy, you guys. Boundaries and energetic sovereignty, achievement through effort and sacred structure. Under the full moon, this Capricorn energy really illuminates where we must take accountability, reinforce our spiritual foundations, honor our emotional resilience, and align our work with our soul's purpose. Now, what are some themes that we have for this full buck moon? It's rich with energy for discipline, emotional mastery, responsibility, and soul-aligned ambition. But it's also a good time to focus on earth energy, maturity and growth, your goals and your purpose, and your spiritual discipline. So we're going to be doing a 5-card spread today, specifically designed for this Capricorn full buck moon. I have got salt here for salt of the earth. We're going to bless the deck. I've got mugwort burning for the air element. I've got a candle burning for the fire element. And I have strawberry full moon water for my water. It is the last of my strawberry full moon water, is what I'm using for this full moon reading. All right, so I'm going to lay my hands on the deck here. I ask the 4 elements to be present as I bless this oracle deck and dedicate it to our intentions. I ask the 4 elements to be present as I bless this oracle deck and dedicate it to our intentions. I ask the 4 elements to be present as I dedicate this oracle deck and use it for our intentions. So mote it be. 3 times 3 times 3. Earth, bless this deck with wisdom. Air, bless this deck with insight. Fire, bless this deck with inspiration. Water, bless this deck with clear communication. We are now grounded to the earth. We are now spiritually connected. The energy coursing through these cards is really special. I'm going to move our elements to the side. I'm going to open this reading with a little chant, a little mantra. I honor my growth and trust the climb. I rise rooted, wise, and whole. I honor my growth and trust the climb. I rise rooted, wise, and whole. I honor my growth and trust the climb. I rise rooted, wise, and whole. All right, so we've got a lot to discover about the full moon today, you guys. I hope you're as excited as I am. Don't forget to charge your crystals, charge you some moon water. If you do forget, don't worry, I have moon water that will be available, so don't worry. All right, the first card we got was Snow, which is rest and contemplation. The second card we got is Fog, obscurity, and feeling lost. The third card is watering can, asking for help and sharing burdens. So I got to come up with, we got moss agate, which is positivity and change, and seeds, new ideas, hope, and open-mindedness. All right, so the first card is the buck's antlers, snow. Where am I growing stronger? Snow. So look at that, all that big snowflake and the flurry of snow on there. Where am I growing stronger? Well, snow represents rest and contemplation. So you may be growing stronger because you are allowing yourself to rest and contemplate life a little bit. In the winter, snow plays a variety of roles. It adds nutrients and elements and moisture to the soil. It acts as an insulator, keeps the ground and plants protected from major temperature fluctuations. But really what this card is asking you to do is reflect on the past. Time gives you a clearer head with which to review past events. So the snow card can help you work through your emotions and see the past in a more balanced fashion. Trust what may seem like a slowdown because it could be exactly what you need to stay safe. So this card shows where your strength, maturity, or wisdom is increasing. It shows what you're becoming. So this is telling you you're growing stronger because you're able to rest and review the past to see where you can become more balanced in life. So really it's the balancing act that is where you are growing stronger. Snow represents that balancing act where you're growing stronger. Fog. Fog is going to represent the mountain path. And this is not exactly what you want for your mountain path. You don't want it to be obscured. So we've got fog for our mountain path. What long-term goal needs to be my focus now? What long-term goal needs to be my focus now? So fog is about obscurity and feeling lost. So if you are looking for your focus now, this card is going to tell you to practice looking at things from different points of view. So we've got the snow card that gives you the power to look back on your past events and really take account in how you can balance, while the fog card is telling you to practice looking at things from a different point of view. So these two cards go hand in hand together with contemplation and really making sure that we are living that balanced lifestyle. Capricorn rules perseverance. So this reveals the goal your higher self is guiding you to commit to. That's what the fog is going to reveal once it has lifted. Watering can. Now this is the climb. What obstacle must I face or release to keep going? What obstacle must I face or release to keep going? And we got the watering can. So what is that obstacle that you need to release? The obstacle is asking for help. You have a hard time asking for help. And I think a lot of us have a hard time asking for help. And so what you need to release is your inability to ask for help. This card tells you that something in your life needs external support or that a burden needs to be shared. Don't be afraid to lean on others. So as you're looking back and contemplating that balanced life, and as you are feeling lost in the fog, know that the fog is not permanent. You can still feel your way through on that mountain path. And then this watering can is telling you to make sure you share those burdens along the way. So don't let your pack get too heavy. Don't become weighed down with the burdens of life. Lean on others. Ask others for help. Our 4 card, the earth beneath me. What inner resource is supporting me? And what a great card to get. We got the moss agate card. So moss agate is the crystal resource that is supporting you. It stands for positivity and change. So there's a beautiful moss agate crystal on this card, but I'm going to show you my moss agate goddess statue. She's a beautiful example of moss agate in goddess form. Again, representing that positivity and change. And it feels like, this card feels like that you may be holding back from change because you feel unprepared. And that may be because you are overburdened and you need to ask for help. It may be because you are out of balance and you need to look back at the past and contemplate those past events and figure out how you can become better and balanced. Or maybe it's because you're in that fog on the mountain path and you need to feel your way through to the other side. No matter what it is that you're holding back from, your moss agate can help. Moss agate attracts positive energy. So it's really great when you are uncertain about shifts and transformations in life. So call on this stone to set good foundations and prepare yourself for future change. Or when you crave balance. So the earth beneath me, what inner resource is supporting you? Moss agate is supporting you. So this is a message of grounding, ancestral strength, inner resilience, or tools available now. And that moss agate crystal is available to you now at any time. The 5 card, seeds, new ideas, hope, and open-mindedness. New ideas, hope, and open-mindedness is what seeds represent. Now this 5 card, we're talking about the summit. What am I ready to claim or celebrate? Well, the full moon marks a peak. It reveals a success, truth, or realization ready to be honored. So when we're looking at the seeds and what this card means, it tells you that something worth your time is waiting to be recognized. Be open to the messages nature has for you. Don't immediately dismiss ideas as far-fetched or impossible. Give them consideration. There may be something to learn. So once you are able to reach that balance in your life, you're able to make it through the fog, you've got that support, you're using your moss agate as a spiritual guide and to meditate with and bring in that positivity and change. This is your new project. This is your new idea, your hope, your open-mindedness. And so this is revealing that success. You're ready to claim this new project. You're ready to celebrate with this new project. So don't be afraid. The full moon is marking this peak for you right now. And so you absolutely need to capitalize on the success that you're being offered. What a great reading, you guys. Happy full moon. If you don't have any ideas on what you're going to do tonight, there's a few suggestions that I have. You can release self-sabotage or outdated ambitions. And you can do that by writing them on a piece of paper and then burning them and letting them go as they burn into ash. You could anchor intentions into the material world. You can cleanse emotional patterns that block your progress. You can commit to a long-term spiritual or creative vision. And don't forget to charge that moon water for strength, focus, and grounding. All right, you guys. We climb with intention. We grow with truth. We stand tall in our becoming. We climb with intention. We grow in truth. We stand tall in our becoming. We climb with intention. We grow with truth. We stand tall in our becoming. I'm Wise Witch Withers. Don't forget to check out my chakras, crystals, and oracle cards oh my series. It's every Friday. I will link the most recent video in the corner here. Thanks so much, you guys. I'm Wise Witch Withers. Have a great full moon.